Okay, now what's going on, groovy people, party people in the place to be? Great to see the PMP Familia gathering and getting ready to go for another installment of Polymac Particles. In fact, Tony, where are we on the show count? What number would this be today? I'm just curious.
208, Polly. 208.
I'll tell you what, we put some work in this year, man. I got to say, we really did. It's getting to the point where we're getting close to the end of the year, and you start to look back and realize, man, we've actually done a lot this year. Wow. We put this show on the map. We've been building it as we go. We will continue to build it. We'll continue to put money into the show to make it as good looking and sounding as possible. But anyway, Tony, it's hard to believe number 208 is amongst us, but I'm very happy to be here. How about you?
Dude, me too, brother. And as Polly and I just recorded our 30 on Thursday.
I know. It's been a wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Shout out David Bowie. Because we just did a wham bam job on Cron 4, our new show, 30 on Thursday. And let me just say this. Sorry, Tony, real quick. I should have been saying this a lot more often. If you guys are looking for more Polly and Tony, you can get it. All you got to do is get that Cron 4 Plus app and enjoy our show, the one we just recorded, 30 on Thursday. It's a 30-minute show, which is basically geared to look at the great football matchups of the weekend. Today, we talked about the Niner game. We talked about Rams Seahawks. We talked about, in college, we did Texas and Georgia. And we also, of course, talked about the Thursday night game. Tony, the Jets are getting 13.5 at Foxborough, just for your head.
We also talked about how they call me the working man, and then you responded with...
Well, they call me Dr. Love. I got the cure you're thinking of, you know.
And then we also paid our respects to Mike Reno and Loverboy because you have the cover art readily available.
I keep it right at my side. I keep this at my side. And you want to know what's funny about this record, Tony? I don't think I've ever even put it on my turntable, but I have it. Yeah, no, it's one of these things I picked up in a bargain bin for like 99 cents. And it was more about just having this in my possession. Yeah,
you should definitely give that a spin today as we show Escobar's backside. That's the cheeks of Escobar in celebration of that album cover that you just showed, Polly. So we're doing the work. We're doing, as you said, Polly, we're working, and we know that everybody else on the chat and everybody that checks into the show is working as well. And we really appreciate you taking the time to check out our show at Polymax Particles on YouTube. Also available on Instagram Live, and we also on the Cron 4 Plus app. You can check out the video on demand and watch any of our shows there and on Cron 4 at 11:30 every night after Sports Night Live, Paulie.
Thank you, Tony. And, can I tell you about a funny but true little moment I had last night after the night flight? I was chilling, and, right now I have the house to myself, so I was up super late last night. I'm walking around, I played Zeppelin 1 at about 11:30 last night. I put Zeppelin 1 on. And you know why? Because you got me going with that whole Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You thing. Like I had, no, not Babe, I'm Gonna Leave You.
Your time is gonna come.
Yeah, thank you. Your time is gonna come. Both those tracks are on Zeppelin 1. But you were talking about that song last night, saying it was in your top 5 Zeppelin songs of all time. And I was like, you know what? I haven't heard that in a while. So I started with that. I started with Your Time Is Gonna Come, and then I just kept going. So anyway, I had a Zeppelin jam, but then, dude, check this out. True story. I finally turn off the music and I'm watching TV. This is late last night, like north of midnight. And dude, I come across, I'm not kidding. Tony, these are all, look at this. These are the notes I wrote about what I was watching on TV because it blew my mind. Now,
beautiful.
In total transparency, as corporate America likes to say, Tony, listen, I'm on my own here, and it was late at night. I just went through Zeppelin 1, and I decided it's time to spin up some Herbal Delish, which I did. So, you know what I mean? And by the way, legal in California, not breaking any laws. Yeah.
Sorry, dude. I'm watching season 4 of Morning Show right now, and dude, they make no bones about there's a lot of spliff smoking in season 4 of Morning Show, which I was happy to see. Happy to see. Yeah, it was pretty. I was like, whoa, look at her. She's lighting up a spliff right now. Look at this. Oh, they're sharing a split. Wow. Okay. And Paulie, it made me just, actually in celebration of spliff smoking.
Herb is a plant.
That's right.
Herbs are good for everything.
That's it.
So, Tony, I'm flipping around and I got my Herbal Delish going. I'm feeling good. And I got to tell you, I landed on this movie on Showtime. I had to do a double take because I saw the name of the film on my guide. And I'm like, wait a minute. What is this, dude? So I flip over. This is on Showtime right now. Now, I DVR'd the movie. I only watched a couple of minutes because I was laughing too hard. I didn't want to get into a big comedy thing last night. Tony, the name of the film, tell me if you've ever heard of this. It's called Sasquatch Summer. No, sorry, take two. My bad. Sasquatch Sunset.
No.
Sunset. Are you familiar with this?
No.
Okay, bro. So I had to write notes down. How many of you, does anybody out there know the film Sasquatch Sunset? It came out in 2024. I think there's a couple of big names in it too. I think Michael Cena is in it, the kid from Superbad. Let me just confirm all this. Are you bringing up the IMDb right now, Tony?
I'm trying to, yeah.
All right. When you do, tell me a couple of the people who are in the film. Anybody? No. See, nobody knows this, right? Nobody knows it. John Joseph, are you with me on Sasquatch Sunset? So here's the thing. I thought, well, because the Sasquatch has kind of become the unofficial mascot of the Polymac Particle Show. It really, you can see right behind Tony's head, he's got the Steal Your Sasquatch. And that was given to you by whom?
That was from my buddy Mike Glover, one of the best human beings ever. He is right here in Belmont. He's one of the softball dads that I played old guy softball with for many years. I met Chris Flynn because of Mike Glover. Actually, Cron Chris is because of Mike Glover. So Glover and his family went on a vacation to Sasquatch land of like Central Oregon, and they went to the Sasquatch, I guess, museum, I think, or the headquarters for Sasquatch study.
Yeah,
and I know there's an official term for it, but I don't know it off the top of my head. And he heard us talking about Sasquatch, and he mailed this to me. And it arrived in the mail, and I'm like, I'm putting that up on the show forever. So thank you, Mike Glover.
Here's the thing, dude. Here's the thing. The Sasquatch Sunset film stars Jesse Eisenberg. You know Jesse Eisenberg. He's been in a bunch of these movies. He's a younger actor. And oh, dude, please, are you bringing it up? What do you got? A trailer for me?
Yeah, this
perfect.
is
Perfect. Show this trailer. This is going to be the official film of the Polymac Particle Show, Sasquatch Sunset. Never heard of it before last night. Saw 2 minutes of it, and I was laughing my A off. Tony, show us this trailer.
Well, I can't show the whole thing, so I'm showing in parts, but this says obviously they are mysterious, reclusive.
Bro, I'm telling you, I was not ready for this. I got Jesse Eisenberg in a Sasquatch suit, crouching in the weeds, eating plants and stuff. I was laughing so freaking hard. I had to move on. All right, let's do this. Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, dude.
Tony, look at it. Oh. This was me last night. Yeah.
Oh. What are we doing?
Look at this, dude.
Dude, so it's basically a family of
this guy. That's me right there. That's going to be me in about 10 years, by the way. Tony, your reactions. I'll take all your reactions. Yeah.
I'm incredibly curious. Is it a comedy or is it?
That's the thing. Okay, so I looked it up on IMDb. They do describe it as a comedy.
Okay.
I was not ready for this, brother. I was fresh off of some new herbal delish, and I'm by myself. I got the candles going, and all of a sudden I land on this, and I started laughing. I was like, I better write some notes on this because the PMP Familia needs to know about Sasquatch Summer. By the way, can we have like a PMP night at the movies or a movie night where we all get together? This is the film we're going to need to watch. Forget about Goodfellas. Forget about, Godfather. We're going Sasquatch. Anybody with me on this? Anybody?
I think people would be if we could. Let's get a little more.
Okay.
Oh. A unicorn. It must be seen to be believed. I mean, that's you and me right there, Paulie.
100%. 100%. Dude, when the Polymac Particle Show finally collapses under the crush of corporate fury, this is going to be Tony and I in about 10 years just wandering around the mountains of Washington State, full-on Sasquatch, just eating, God knows what, berries and twigs and starting campfires and listening to Grateful Dead. This is where we're headed, and that is definitely you and me. You're in the front. I'm in the back all hunched over. I'm the second. You lead the way, Tony. I'll follow you, buddy.
Dude, here we go. A little more. Hilarious and dementedly poignant. Okay, that's a good review right there.
Yeah. Look at it. I don't know. Ah!
I mean,
You see him sniff the skunk. Did you see him sniffing the skunk? Okay.
I did.
Okay. I don't know.
Did you didn't watch the thing in its entirety?
No. Again, dude, I've never even heard of this. And again, the state that I was in when I landed on this, it was I could not stop laughing. I had to turn it off, but I DVR'd it. So I have it in my DVR. I'll check it out some point. But anyway, I wanted to bounce that off you as the first moment of the show today. See if anybody else was in on the Sasquatch movement. Rags, you want to be a part of this? You got it. You're the Sasquatch treasurer. You're officially in as part of the Sasquatch movement. Tony, I want again, like just walking through the snow, holding up skunks. I don't know. Sasquatch. Yeah.
I love it. I mean, I'm 100% down. It feels like a nice escape from everything in our world today. Just take me on an escape and a joyride into the mountains with Sasquatch. Fine.
You know what I mean? Done. And Tony, I got to tell you, there is something about the Sasquatch / Bigfoot that has followed our show around since we started this year. Like you got to steal your squatch. How about on Saturday night, Polymac and Friends gig at the Brisbane Inn? At one point, I think it was after the first set, I was hanging out. I was talking to some guy I'd never met before. And he was like, oh yeah, you guys, I like this song. I like that song. I was like, oh, thanks, man. Then I look up at him and I realized this guy's wearing a freaking Sasquatch baseball hat. And I had to call Tony. I'm like, Tony, come here, man. You got to come meet this guy. Remember that? I pulled Tony away from some conversation immediately. I'm like, Tony, look at this guy's hat. So I don't know, Tony, everywhere I turn, Sasquatch is there. So something's going on here, bro. Something's going on.
It just goes to show you that maybe Sasquatch is real. Maybe there's all kinds of particles and energy surrounding it because it's real. And also, Paulie, while we're talking about last Saturday night, I meant to do this on Monday. I got to give love to our man in the Pete Rose jersey. A guy showed up in a Pete Rose jersey.
That was awesome. Yeah.
Phenomenal. Old school V-neck, Reds, Pete Rose jersey. I forget his name, but he's worked at C's Candies his entire life.
That was the guy who brought the candy?
Yes, dude.
Oh, I didn't know that. And also, before you finish this story, I just want to insert this, that he was also at the Freestone Peaches gig I did a couple of weeks ago at Sweetwater. That same Pete Rose guy was there. So Pete Rose guy, whatever your name is, I'm sorry I'm forgetting, but thank you for all the support. And thank you for the C's candy. I didn't know that was from him.
So I think his name was Scott. I think it was Scott.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm going to call him Scott, Pete Rose guy. Thank you for the C. He brought in a 3-leveled case of C's candies with 3 different flavors that I have. Dude, I've put on 5 pounds since Saturday because I'm eating C's candy, and I have Mrs. Peralta's biscotti that I'm finishing up, and then I've got Neil Donardi's pizza, and I've got C's candy, dude. My diet the last 5 days, oh boy! But I can't thank him enough because he had the peanut butter and chocolates, then he had the cherry cordials, which Bob Marcucci liked, and then in the middle, the dark chocolate caramels.
Those are my favorites. I took a handful of those. Tony was walking around with a box that was probably valued at $500. C's candy is very expensive,
and very good, and a freaking Peninsula Bay Area establishment. C's candy, Mary C. from down south, brought the business up north. And I didn't know this, but Warren Buffett, no, we're going to talk football in a second here.
Yeah, but sorry, I know. Sasquatch, C's candy, we're getting there, guys. Bear with us. We're getting there, kids. We're on our way, but go ahead, Tony. Yeah.
But supposedly, Warren Buffett bought C's candy. Remember, he was telling us this? That Warren Buffett bought C's candy and has kept it afloat and actually opened more stores and really kind of reinvigorated the whole C's candy brand. So, dude, hat tip to Warren Buffett, who, he's got money coming out of, out of his, what. So that's great to hear. And C's candy right there in South San Francisco, the factory is, you can smell when they're baking and when they're cooking the chocolate. It's just, So
I grew up, Tony, very close in the 70s when I was a little kid. I lived on Euclid Avenue in the Richmond. It was right near Clement Street. So a lot of my young years when I was a kid was spent on Clement Street. That's how I found about Giorgio's Pizza, Green Apple Books, all those legendary kind of like benchmarks of Clement. But there was always a C's candy store. I think it's on, am I right, you guys? Is it on 9th Avenue, 9th and Clement, 10th and Clement, right around there somewhere? There is a C's specialty store where they just have, like, you walk in and it's every C's flavor concoction under the sun. It's almost too much. It's kind of overwhelming. It's like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? You know, and so I've been going to that C's store since I was a little polymac, and it's still there. So C's Candy, one of the great San Francisco treats. A lot of times when friends from the East Coast come out, or family or whatever, we always treat them to C's Candy because it's not something you can get really available on the East Coast. It's very,
and also Mark Gravy Graves, the Scotch Mellows rule, dude. That's the dark chocolate with the marshmallow and if you had to pick your favorite C's, what would it be, Paulie?
Well, probably the caramels. Those are my favorate. The dark, like the ones you had, and then
That's
second
number
to
one.
that,
Okay.
number one, but number 1A would be dark chocolate covering what's it called? Marzipan.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the
okay. I didn't see you talking marzipan today.
I'm very exotic, Tony. I'm very sophisticated. My taste. You got to try to keep up now. Yeah.
Well, that's like when Bob Marcucci grabbed the cherry. He goes, "Oh yeah, this is a cherry cordial." I'm like, dude, did you just drop a cherry cordial on me, dude? Like,
who said that? Who said that? Bob Marcucci.
By the way, happy belated birthday to Bob Marcucci. Yesterday was his birthday. He shares the same birthday as Neil Young. Happy 80th birthday to Neil Young yesterday as well. So
I wanna live with a cinnamon girl. I could be happy the rest of my life with a cinnamon girl. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. I rock with Neil Young. We all love Neil Young. Tony
or Paulie. I've been thinking about you and me.
Oh, dude, don't break my heart at the beginning of the show. It's all about that lick. Down. Yeah. I've been thinking about you and me. That album, Harvest Moon, knocks me on my ass every time.
One of the best albums of all time. I have it on vinyl, and when I just need to have a nice, mellow, chill vibe, I put that album on, and I just get taken away, dude.
Because of this conversation, I'm gonna put that on today. I have it on vinyl too. How about the lyric in that? I was thinking about you and me, the times we had. Some were good and some were bad. It's like a heartbreaking. So that whole album is so beautiful. Linda Ronstadt singing backup vocals on that record. Yeah.
What's the unknown? Why am I blanking on
Unknown Legend?
Unknown Legend, dude.
She rides a Harley Davidson.
Work in the diner.
Oh, it's 100%. Well, anyway, happy birthday, Bob
across the floor. Sorry, dude. I'm just getting taken away by that album now. God.
Tony, I want to ask you a quick question. Could you imagine back in the day if we had that box of C's candy that Eric, the Reds fan, gave us, and we walked through like a Grateful Dead parking lot selling those for like $1 a piece? We would have, first of all, it would have been the biggest delight. Like, wait, you guys got what? You got C's candy? We would have had a line like a mile long. Yep. And we would have made a fortune selling that kind of like C's candy at a Dead show. Would have been a gold mine. Would have been a freaking gold mine.
I had this thought about 5 minutes ago, and now you're bringing me back to it. Is that, hey, C's, maybe you might want to dabble in the herbal market and make some candies that are electric.
I'll be your spokesman. It's like Jeff Spicoli said in Fast Times. Right here, dude. I'm the guy. I'm the guy to sell infused C's chocolates. I'm your spokesman. Yeah.
And all you need to do, the box, the writing on the box, that's the staple white box with the black writing.
And they got the old lady on there still too. Mary C. She's still on the box. Yeah.
You put a little J in Mary C's hand, like Polymax particles, and you change the writing to green. You just change the writing to green, and it's easy. So
oh my God, what a funny start to the show today, man. And I didn't see this coming, but that's the beauty of the show. We don't know where this damn thing is going. It's like David Lee Roth said, I don't know the next word out of my own mouth. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like what we're saying today. Will Sparks, big C's chocolate fan, as he is professed on the line. Los D saying nuts and chews all day long. You know what else I like, Tony? I like the dark chocolate covered I think they're almonds. It's like a little almond cluster covered with dark. And I'm a dark guy. I go dark over the milk. How about you?
Well, the peanut butter and chocolates are milk chocolate, so I polished off the dark chocolate caramels, and so did my kids, by the way. Hey, kids, you're not very sly. You think you're sneaking one away? All of a sudden they're gone. All of a sudden they're just missing out of the box. Where'd they all go? I don't know, Dad. I don't know.
Where do you keep the box? Where you should put it on top of the fridge or something where they can't reach it.
Obviously not in the best place, but I thought I had it hidden pretty well.
Right.
My kids, they definitely got their father's sweet tooth. That's for damn sure, because they both love the candies. But Paulie, let's dive in. Tonight's Thursday Night Football. We just talked about this game over on 30 on Thursday for Cron, which you can check out on the Cron 4 Plus app.
Please do. Please become a chronic. Yeah. If you need more
Yeah.
Paulie Mac and Tony, it's there waiting for you, for real.
Yes. But Paulie, it's the Jets at New England, the freaking red hot Patriots, 7 straight wins, 5-0 on the road. We talked about this game, and Paulie, you're the bleeding heart for the New York Jets and the 13.5 points. And I'm like, it's a hard spread to pick which side of are you going to go Jets plus 13.5? Or are you going to go Patriots minus 30? That's a ton of points, man. So
I think anytime you attach yourself to the New York Jets, it's a fool's errand. You know what I mean? It's like a fool's errand. And I've been known to be a foolish man. Shout out Jerry Garcia, foolish heart. Aren't you a foolish heart?
Oh, nice, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, that's one of my favorite later day Jerry songs. I love Foolish Heart. But in any case, I feel like part of me wants to like jump on that 13.5 point spread. That's a lot. It's like a 2 touchdown lead before the game even starts, essentially. But the problem is the Patriots are playing such great football. I asked Tony on 30 for Thursday today if he thought there's any chance this could be a sleeper game, a trap game for the Pats, only because they're coming off a huge road win in Tampa Bay. Yeah. Now they're back home. It's a national game. And any chance they let their guard down a little bit because the Jets are so feeble? Is there any chance of that?
I said no because of the possible coach of the year, Mike Vrabel, keeping these kids locked in, keeping this team locked in. I read on, I think it was ESPN, where how Vrabel said to the team, hey, it's freezing outside. There's a high of 40 degrees outside. Let's practice inside our bubble, our indoor practice facility.
Inside their mini sphere, if you will. Yeah.
Inside their own mini sphere. Totally. Right. And dude, but the team said, no, we're going to practice outside. We're not taking any shortcuts. We need to be ready to go and acclimated to the weather. So I thought that was really impressive by the Patriots. And dude, and this kid, Drake May, putting together an MVP type season. I mean, the guy is leading this team. And then they got Travion Henderson, who's stepping in for Ramondre Stevenson. And they got players that are rising up to the occasion. And then Stephon Diggs is like, damn, look what I just walked into, man. I got like this kid, Drake May, who's dropping dimes in my lap. Drake made 19 touchdowns, 5 picks. Like I think the Patriots roll and cover tonight. If I had to choose, I think Patriots roll and cover. Go ahead.
My other trusted football brain in the community, or one of them anyway, is my friend Rags, and he just said there's no chance, there's no way the Pats lose tonight. That's probably true, Rags. My question is, do they cover that spread, that 13? How do you feel about that? For real. People that are interested in pulling the trigger on a bet tonight, how do you feel about the Patriots? Are they going to cover the 13.5 points?
I think so, Paulie. I really do.
Coming off a couple of wins. I'm just gently suggesting. Now, again, it's always a fool's errand attaching yourself to the Jets, but they have won a couple in a row. Any chance the momentum kind of carries in only enough that they can put some points on the board and maybe cover? Any chance of that?
No.
Okay. No, that's why I'm asking.
I think Vrabel's like, it's curb stomping time. It's pedal to the metal. It's foot on the gas. It's, no offense to Robert Saleh's old mantra, all gas, no brake, but the Patriots are clicking on all cylinders, man. And, the Jets, yes, they have a couple wins and they have a little momentum, but they beat, the Bengals by 1 point, and then they beat the Browns by a touchdown. So 2 wins, yes, but 2 wins against teams that are, not the caliber of the New England Patriots. So I think it's going to be like 24-10 or 24-7, or I said on the Cron 30 on Thursday at 35-3. It could be a 35-3
No, it could be. It could easily turn into that. It really could. And I second what you said about Vrabel. I'm so impressed with what he's done up there, turning that entire thing around to the point where, dude, did you see last week that Robert Kraft was sitting with freaking Cardi B in the owners? I'm not kidding. I'm not making that up, dude. Cardi B was sitting right next to Robert Kraft. And when I saw that, I'm like, damn, the good times have come back to New England. And again, what's so crazy is that the Buffalo Bills are in a position where they are now looking up at the New England Patriots, who own first place in that division. And the Bills, Boy, there's some really, really juicy games this weekend. Let me bounce a couple of these off you. We are going to talk Niners. I also want to revisit last night's show a little bit because I know some of you missed it, and I want to talk about our new kind of music assignment that we're offering to listeners. I want to get into that. Also want to go back and revisit the holiday party specifics because if you missed last night, you missed it. So we'll go through that in a sec. But Tony, the Buffalo Bills. Where are my Buffalo Bills?
Dr. Matt Young's Buffalo Bills and the Young Dental Group's Buffalo Bills we should mention too.
Check this matchup out, T. Check it. Yeah, Dr. Young, you're right. And we got to do a spot for him. Why don't we do Dr. Young right after we talk about this game?
Sure.
The Bills, Tony, are home hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are coming off that loss. They need to win. The Bills are coming off a loss. They need to win. And the Bills really fell on their face last week, getting rolled by the Miami Dolphins. So the Bucs are 6-3. The Bills are 6-3. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Tony, are getting 5.5 points. That is a really juicy game. I mean, does Baker Mayfield have the cojones to roll into Buffalo with 5.5 and cover that spread? I wouldn't dismiss it entirely.
The only thing is that the Buccaneers are banged up, dude. Chris Godwin,
they are,
doubtful. Bucky Irving, doubtful. Vita Vea, questionable. Bradison, questionable.
I didn't know Vita Vea was Vita Vea. Vita Vea was. I didn't know he was questionable. I didn't know that. That's a huge factor.
With his back, dude, in the back. I mean, does the back pain ever go away? Once you have it, once you have back pain, it's pretty much there for the rest of your life. Let's just call it what it is. So, and Antoine Winfield Jr. questionable as well with the foot. So, I feel like the Bills are going to respond here, and it's weird to say that the Bucs are going to lose 2 straight, but I feel like the Bills are going to respond because they're embarrassed, they're pissed, and it's at home and it's at Buffalo. If it was in Tampa, I would take. I feel like the home field advantage is huge on this one, dude.
Okay, I gotta say, there's so much going on right now. The comment section is really coming to life. First of all, Don Peralta quoting, "Doctor says I need a bacchiotomy." Is that Chappelle? I'm forgetting where that came from. Is that a Dave Chappelle rip? Doctor says I need a bacchiotomy. Great call. And then Rags, I don't know where he's getting this from, but I trust you. He goes, "Don't go into the men's room after Vita Vea." I don't know. That's what you got personal experience on this or just judging from the eye test? Yes, Stevie B, that is Chappelle in Half Baked. Thank you very much. Doctor says I need a bacchiotomy. I love you, Abba Zabba. You're my only friend. Okay, Tony, yes.
Well, I was going to say, I would like to give an update in the Master of Particles / Stud Nuts Fantasy Football League.
How are those Stud Nuts holding up, man? I'm hands off as an owner of this fantasy team. I've entrusted Tony to pull all the levers. Stud Nuts is on the sidelines. How we doing, T, with that?
We're 8-2, so we're doing very well. We're at the top of the league, but Bonnie is right there with us. Scarlet Fire is right there with us, and we're taking on Bonnie this week, so it's a battle. She's 7-3. We're 8-2. So we're battling it off. Scarlet Gold Fire is the name of her team, and we're the Master Particles / Stud Nuts. So good luck to everybody. I saw that Fareed / Robot Centaur offered Stevie B a trade. So there's some wheeling and dealing in the league, dude. So it's a lot of fun fantasy football. And I also saw somebody asking, I think it was Hacksaw Montana, or maybe it was Mark Graves, asking who should they start this weekend, and Bo Nix was one of the options. I would say start Bo Nix because they're at home, and dude, that's another very tasty matchup happening this weekend, dude. Is the freaking Chiefs at Denver?
I was just going to ask you about that. I have 2 other games. Let's hit. Okay, so how about this? Sorry, Dr. Young, bear with us for a second. I want to talk Chiefs Broncos, and then real quick moment on, dude, another incredible matchup, dude. Lions at Eagles. Okay, we got some big games. So real quick on Chiefs Broncos. I'll tell you, I'm going to show you my hand right now, Tony. First of all, here it is. And then second of all, I want to announce this ahead of time so we don't clash on this. But for the hot and sour picks tomorrow, I am taking the Denver Broncos. I'm just throwing that out there right now so you don't overlap that. I am taking the Broncos. Whoever's playing the Chiefs, I'll take the team playing them. And I'll tell you what, dude, 9-0, 22-4 coming off the bye. Thank you, Stevie B and the Polymac Particle Sports Desk. I appreciate the intel, but I got to tell you, this Denver team is no joke, okay? And Denver's at home. It's not easy going a mile high, even for the Muppet Show. The only question is, will the referees escort the Muppets to the finish line, as they've been known to do? We're seeing a little less of it this year, but it hasn't gone away entirely. I do like the Broncos, and they're getting 3.5, dude. The Broncos are getting 3.5. I say, let's go Bronx all the way. Me and Sean Payton going to ride this one to glory.
Gosh, dude, the home dog Broncos plus
And the Broncos, dude, they're nothing. Don't look past the Denver Broncos. This is a good football team,
dude. It's crazy, dude. And also,
they're 5-0 at home. They had not lost at home.
Yes, and they're also the top-rated pass defense.
See,
the Broncos are they have the best pass rushing defense in the NFL. So this is going to be very interesting, dude. This just paves the way for Mahomes shenanigans, Paulie.
Defund the Kansas City Chiefs. Defund the Chiefs. Say it with me, everybody. Defund the Kansas City effing Chiefs. I'm at the forefront of that movement. I think Denver, I'm telling you right now, not only do I think they're going to cover the spread, respect to you, Stevie B, I understand. Everybody, I think Denver's going to win this game, flat out. I think they're going to win this game. I don't care about the bye. I don't care about the fat man with the mustache and 22-4 off a bye. I'm going Denver Broncos. Me and Sean Payton together as one. Yeah, for justice in America. You don't like that? No, nobody does.
No,
I don't care. It's okay. You don't have to like it. I know the Chiefs.
It's the coming off the bye thing, dude. And 22-4 off a bye. That's a ridiculous.
It is.
Number right there.
We're going to make that 22-5 though. On Monday, we'll talk about how now it's 22-5. You'll see.
I'm rooting for that. It's just I just see with this pass rush and the over pursuit of Mahomes, and then he does his little shenanigans, little dance down, little tiptoes, little last second slide, and then the refs are going to be, throwing the flag all get. It's like, just prepare yourself if you're going to watch that game to be frustrated.
I love Tony so much. You know what, dude? Here's what's so funny about this. My son James gives me that exact same speech every Sunday, because I'll talk to James and I'll be like, James, I like Denver against KC. I think they're going to flat out beat them. And James will talk to me exactly how Tony did. He's like, Dad, come on, man. Listen, you know what the refs are going to do. And James, my son hates the Chiefs as much as I do. There's 3 people involved in this: me, Tony, and James. And kind of Noemi Catalina. Lady Catalina is kind of in on this too. She's an anti-Chiefs gal, which makes me like her even more. Mm-hmm. But he always says the same thing. He's like, Dad, it's not whether or not the Broncos can beat them. He's like, of course they can beat them, but the refs won't let that happen. He always says this. He goes, I cannot bet against the Kansas City Chiefs. There's too much preferential treatment.
He's not wrong, dude. And like, this is, hey, Hufanga, maybe like you hearken the spirit of Ronnie Lott, and sometimes you got to take a 15. Sometimes you got to take a 15.
Right in his ribs. Put a helmet in his ribs. Let him know we're playing pro football now. This ain't right.
If you're gonna play that kind of football and do your tippy tappy toes down,
blow his ass up. You're gonna get a flag anyway. You might as well get your money's worth.
Dude, the Bronco defense is no joke. I mean, they barely beat the Raiders 10-7 last week.
Have you seen how well Greenlaw's been playing? To your point, Greenlaw is flying around the field again. I really have pangs of regret that he's not. I love the guy as a human being, and you can imagine how much help he could give us right now. But I know it's a financial thing. I do. I get it. Sorry, Tony.
No question, Paulie. But that's why it's fun to root for the Broncos. Like when you got Hufanga and Greenlaw, it's like.
And Hufanga too. That's right. He was making play. I think he had an interception last week. He's been playing good football again too. So it's a couple of our favorite Niner former defensive guys. Yeah. Anyway, I'm taking Denver. Finally, Lions, Eagles, Tony. Oof. Another interesting game. The Eagles finally looked like the Eagles last week. The Lions are getting 2.5 points. This is a really juicy game. Lions need this game. They need it. They're 6-3. They need a win.
Yeah. God, man.
I'm going to let you take it. Go ahead.
Wow. I want the Lions to win this game. It's just the Eagles at home. It's one of the best home field advantages in football, especially when you have Big Dom, basically taking out players. Hang on a second, Paulie. We got supers real quick. And this is from way back in the show. Escobar Cheeks the third in the very beginning of the show says, I'm part Sasquatch and part Silverback. I freaking love
hey, bro. I love Escobar, man, and thank you. This part Squatch, part Silverback. I'm not going to argue with that. Whatever you need, bro.
I love it, dude. And then Escobar, I'll work on this. He says
he does.
In his helmet looks like the Great Gazoo. Pull up a photo, Tony.
And by the way, shout out to the Great Gazoo. I'm not making this up. Last Thursday night at the Safe Site benefit we did with Tommy Peralta, the Vision benefit. I had a conversation with Los D, who we also need to do a spot for today. He and I went deep, Tony, on all things the Flintstones. We started talking Flintstones and how it's kind of a stoner delight. If you watch it as an adult, it takes on a whole different kind of meaning. But no, I'm serious. But the Great Kazoo was a Flintstones character. If you're not familiar with that, 100%. 100%. He's got the same body type as Mahomes too. Also, you ever notice Mahomes' helmet looks like it sits up very high on his head? It looks like he needs to pull it down.
You know what I do notice, Paulie, is that when Mahomes' helmet malfunctions or breaks, they just call timeout and they go to commercial break because hey, let's make sure Patrick's okay. Let's make sure he's ready to go. Dude, that was such BS last year. Do you remember that? When
I do. Yeah,
it's like, dude, no, you get him a new helmet and you play football. You don't go to commercial break. You don't take a timeout like one of these. That blew my mind. I'm like,
I have never seen in my life. This is not embellished in any way. I'm not exaggerating. I've never seen a quarterback in my entire life get the kind of preferential treatment Patrick Mahomes get. I've never seen anything like it, which is why I'm so infuriated by him. I don't know what he's done that warrants that kind of gold kid glove, kind of treatment from the league, from the fans, people swooning over him. I just can't take it. I'm maxed out, and I got to deal with Taylor Swift again this weekend. I'm so happy people are talking mess about this Showgirl record. It hasn't been well received from what I understand. It brings me so much joy.
Didn't you say too that there's a song about Travis Kelce's
magic wand, his magic wand. Yeah. As she referred. Ooh, yeah, we're getting really risque now. We're talking about his magic wand. Now I'm getting upset. I'm starting to turn. I'm starting to get pissed.
Well, and also, was it you who was telling me that Lawrence Taylor said that Joe Montana is the best quarterback of all time, and don't even give me the Tom Brady or Patrick Mahomes because
he did. Thank you, LT, for that. I appreciate that. Yeah.
They didn't have to deal. They get massively protected compared to when Montana played and got his. I mean, there were zero protection.
It's amazing Montana's up on his feet at all.
Right.
So he was not he's not that big a guy, but he was such a competitor, and he had just the greatest touch on the ball I've ever seen. Why did you bring that up though? Why did you bring up the LT? I love that you did, but what was behind that?
Well, because we were talking about Mahomes getting protected and Brady getting protected. And dude, again, I know they're damn good quarterbacks. Don't get me wrong. I get it, but they are protected to a ridiculous level compared to when Montana and Young played, right?
No question.
And what Mahomes does is he baits the defense. And he does that little tap dance down the sideline or the pump fakes, or he does the late, very last second slide. And it's like, what's a player supposed to do? Tell me what a defensive player is supposed to do
That's why I say you should put your helmet right in his chest and blow his ass up, because even if you go in and try to avoid the contact after he releases, you're still going to get the flag. So get your money's worth. Here's another super coming in, Tony, and then let's do a Dr. Young spot.
Aaron Kask, listen to Black Sabbath. Aaron Kask says every era wants to have their own Joe Montana, and some eras are more desperate than others. This era is especially desperate, hence Mahomes.
That's a great message, Aaron Kask, and I think you are onto something there. I do think there is such a thing as recency bias, as it's called, which is you see it mirrored in the NBA with this kind of desperate and / pathetic attempt to prop up LeBron James as being better than Michael Jordan. Please, child, please, with that. They don't know. You know what I'm saying? Let's not get crazy. But I do think that the kids that grow, and I understand it. I do. When I was a kid, I didn't want to hear that Johnny Unitas was better than Joe Montana. You know what I mean? I do get that. But I also think that you have to recognize Joe Montana is arguably the greatest quarterback to ever play. Tom Brady, of course, he's right there in the conversation too. But Joe could do things that Brady couldn't, like throwing on the run, rolling to his right. Joe would tuck it in and run too, man. He was a football player. And Tony's kind of description of Mahomes doing a little tap dance, trying to bait defenders, that's not how the game was played back then.
And he's incorporated a flop into his repertoire too, where he just throws his head back when there's no contact.
He's such a little dick. He's such a little dick face. Sorry. I know. It's what happens. I get upset. And I feel the same way about LeBron James. Great player? Of course. He's a great player. He's going to the Hall of Fame. But he's not better than Michael Jordan. I'm sorry. I saw them both. It's not even a conversation. It's not.
And also, how much load management did Michael Jordan do?
Zero. He played 82. Mike used to play 82. Go look at his stats. If Michael Jordan, there might be
It's the best. I'll
This
pull
is
this up. Anytime we talk about LeBron, I'm pulling this up.
Yeah.
'Cause that in a nutshell. That's LeBron in a nutshell. Are they looking? Are they looking? Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
It's
Okay.
such a bad look, especially for his body type. The guy's freaking huge. Patty from Napa is a super. Let's give Patty some love, and then we go to Dr. Young.
Patty from Napa. What's up, Patty? She says Montana is the only goat. Period. End of story.
That's my goat sound. And I agree with you, Patty. He is the goat. He is.
Goat sound one more time?
I don't know if I can do it.
No, you just squeezed that in there like it was no big deal. You're doing goat noises over there. Come on.
I can't do it if I'm laughing. And it's not that good. Anyway, you're putting me on the spot. All right, here we go. This is a very loose show today. Paulie, do the goat sound. We're really keeping it loose. Okay, hold on. How is that? No good?
It's fine. It's fine.
Let me hear your goat, Mr. Goat Judger. Let me hear your goat.
Yeah. I don't have a goat sound.
Okay, Tony, sorry, man. You asked for it. You got it. You want it. You got it. Shout out Ray Davies. Give the people what they want. The great Ray Davies. Okay, Tony, Dr. Matt Young. For God's sakes, Dr. Matt Young. You know what I think is seeing Dr. Matt Young tying football into the services of our
wife and children.
Nice. When are their appointments? Have they already been in?
No, they haven't been in yet. We're looking at December, so it's just because the kids' schedules open up even more in December. So that's what we're looking at. So
I wanted to say, by the way, Noemi reporting now from the Polymac Particle news desk, then not the sports desk, the news desk. She said we just had an earthquake. I didn't feel it. I didn't feel anything. And Noemi is in the East Bay, right? She's in Martinez.
Yeah.
I didn't feel it, Noemi. I didn't feel it.
Neither did I. I'll have to check out the seismograph, the PMP seismograph. I'll check it out. And also, I'm loving this rain. That's all I want to say. I'm just loving the rain. Welcome back, and hopefully there's snow falling in Tahoe. Get the slopes going. Let's go.
Sorry, dude, these distractions today. And I apologize to the sponsors. We're going to handle our business in a second. But Badges, dude, Stinking Badges says we have goats here managing the growth and stuff like that, the weeds. I've seen that, Badges, up in Point Reyes. I go hiking up there sometimes. I've been on trails where I've seen just goats. All like farmers put goats out there now, I think, to control that. I love that, dude. Like, talk about natural sustain. Tony, when we take a break from society.
Yes. No, go ahead. When we take a break from society, and then I'm going to give you the update from the PMP seismograph.
Dude, I didn't know we had a PMP seismograph. I'm so happy to hear we have one installed. Oh, that's killer, dude. That's a great call. No, I was just going to say, when we drop out of society and turn into the full Sasquatches, like we saw earlier, roaming the mountains, we can have like a whole crew of goats doing like landscaping work for us when we're living off the land as Sasquatches. Okay, quickly, news breaking to the PMP seismograph. What are you reporting, Tony?
I'm showing 2 miles from Vallejo, 3.6. Noemi on the chat says Benicia, 3.6. Stevie B said a 3.8 in the East Bay in San Ramon. So yeah, there was a little shaker, but can I be the total goofball and say, man, we're due for like...
I know.
We're due.
Where were you in the 89 quake, by the way? I don't think we've ever talked about that. Like, where were you? No, for real. Where were you when the 89 quake hit?
Hold on, Dr. Young. We're going to get to you. Paulie, I was in a car driving in San Rafael, actually, to my high school girlfriend's volleyball game. I was driving, and my radio all of a sudden went out, and I'm like, what the hell happened there? So I never felt the earthquake. I never felt the...
Do you remember where you were driving? Like, were you on Sir Francis Drake? Were you on 4th Street? Like, where were you up here? I'm just curious.
Just off of Sir Francis Drake, driving to San Domenico High School to go see...
Look at you. Look at this guy. Look at this Casanova going up to San Domenico. I've been up there. I know what's going on up there. My stepdaughter went to school there for a little while, San Domenico. They got that place tucked away in the woods, man. You got to, that's an effort for you, a peninsula boy going all the way up there.
Yeah, it was not.
You want to reflect on that a little bit? Share any stories of young love? I'm just
no, I'm good. But it was fun. I mean, that's how I know Marin County so well, because I spent a lot of time over there in high school. So
yeah, nice, T, nice. Well, anyway, we'll ask Dr. Young if he had any girlfriends at San Domenico. I'm not sure if he did, but we'll ask him. And then secondly, I was gonna say that I think that Matthew Stafford must have seen Dr. Young. Did you see the teeth on this kid last week?
Yes.
Dude, they had so many close-ups of Stafford after he threw one of his 4 touchdowns against our defense. They had the camera right up on his grill, and he had the big smile like a Hollywood star. And those teeth are spectacular. They're white. They're straight. They look like they've been polished at halftime. But anyway, Dr. Young, let me know if he's one of your patients. It wouldn't surprise me. And I look forward to Tony's family going in to see Dr. Young, too. The Young Dental Group, the official dental group of the Polymac Particle Show. I have been a good friend of Dr. Young for over a decade. I've been a patient of his for over a decade. And he's done a lot of work for me because I had a whole bunch of problems. See, the problem I had, Tony, is I had not gone to the dentist in years. Got me? Years. When I went into Dr. Young's office, he looked at me and he was like, bro, we got some work to do here. Dude, you better get comfortable because we got some work to do. Here's a calendar. Book the next 5 appointments right now. And I'm like, oh, no. But anyway, he got me on the road to recovery, and he cleaned up my act, and he cleaned up my teeth, and I appreciate that very much. He did great work for me. I needed a root canal at one point, and we've talked about this a lot lately, that when Dr. Young does like a big procedure like that on you, he actually cares so much that he'll call you at home over the weekend. Like I used to go after the Murph and Mac show, I would go to Dr. Young, get the work done, and then like recover over the weekend. Because I had this root canal that was really messed up, and he fixed it and cleaned it all up for me. Then I'm like at home and I'm relaxing and I'm watching TV, and it's Dr. Young calling me like, how are you feeling? Do you need anything? Are you okay? I'm like, wow. Yeah, I'm great. Thank you so much. But I've learned over the years, it's not me. That's just what he does. He calls all his patients like that. He really cares, and he's a real sweetheart of a guy, a super cool guy, San Francisco boy who loves the city. Comprehensive dental care at your disposal: cleanings, fillings, orthodontics, emergency care, implants, veneers. He's very good with insurance companies. I know a lot of you are going through open enrollment right now. This would be an opportune time to switch. You got to trust me on this one. Dr. Young is the man. Tony, you can speak to that. In fact, I'll turn it over to you because I know you've had multiple appointments with him, and you look great. Dude, he did a great job on you. Your teeth look freaking great, man.
I was just did a whitening last night, and also he introduced me to the power toothbrush, which I never had. I don't know what I was waiting for, and then also Joyce taught me the correct way to floss. Boom.
That's my feedback jam with the Phillips. Yeah, he gave me one. Yeah,
dude, you should next gig. You should have that as one of the instruments
during our Dark Star teas. Yeah,
do a toothbrush jam. But no, but seriously, like I had a cracked tooth. It feels so much better, and it looks beautiful. And then also the temperament and it's enjoyable. The dentist can be enjoyable, and that's the main thing I want people to understand, is that the dentist can be enjoyable. You always talk about people not wanting to go to the dentist or not looking forward to going to the dentist. I actually stopped going for years because I'm like, I don't want to go. And now I'm like, let's go. No, let's go. And now my kids and my wife, Megan, they're going to start going. And I'm very excited because we're going to make a day of it in the city. We're going to go up there. We're going to handle their appointments, and we're going to go to this, make a day of it in the city, probably on a Saturday, because they're open on freaking Saturdays, not just for a few hours, but for 8 hours, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. You think Dr. Young's at home watching Monday Night Football or Thursday Night Football? No.
He's making an appointment with somebody. Yeah.
Exactly. He's at the office till 7 p.m. The Young Dental Group there till 7 p.m. So it's just, Polly and I can't stress enough that we are so happy with him, and that you could be too, and that the dentist could be enjoyable. 415-392-8611. 415-392-8611. Or email, and they'll respond very quickly. They're very quick on the response time too. I want to emphasize that as well. info@youngdentalsf.com. info@youngdentalsf.com.
Hey, thank you so much, Dr. Young. We love you, buddy. Hope to see you soon. And we'll invite Dr. Young to the Christmas party too, the holiday frolic, which we should probably reset right now. But first, I want to say welcome to a couple of people that I love seeing on the comments line. Follower 795, great to see you. And of course, a name I haven't seen before, but hey, Megs. Welcome aboard, Megs. Megs is on the board, and she just, and I don't know what's behind this, but she goes, I'm an SD grad. Cool, man. Oh, San Domenico. Oh, I was thinking San Diego. My bad. Nice, Megs. Nice. Yeah, dude. Listen.
See what she says? She says we were all absolute angels. Well, sure. I'll just say yes, you were, Megs. Yes, you were. San Domenico. The dances were very fun. We used to go to the San Domenico dances all the time. They were
Did you
fun.
do the cha-cha and crater face move where you were air slapping your date?
No air slapping.
Do you have the footage available? Is that at your disposal right now?
I can find it. But no.
Would you mind? Because we can show Megs and say, did you dance like this at your high school dances at San Domenico? By the way, if you've never been on the campus of San Domenico, it's like a 5-star resort, dude. When you pull into the school, the first thing you see are kids, Tony, ready? Horseback riding, brother. Horseback riding. They got equestrian stuff going on up there. I'm like, wow, what the hell kind of school is this, man? And by the way, the tuition, they're not giving it away up there. Okay. They're not giving it away. It's like a college tuition.
Here we go, Paul. Here, let's just do this because, by the way, this video is entitled "I Love Cha Cha Di Gregorio." That's the
I do too. She's got a lot of flash. Yeah.
By the way, that's supposed to be a senior in high school. By the way,
she's like a 30-year-old woman. Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Oh shoot! I gotta get the volume.
They call me Cha-Cha.
Oh, it's cut up. So here we go.
This is fantastic. It's like her greatest hits. Oh, here it comes right here. Yeah.
That's the stuff. Do it, baby.
See, I think we missed the air slaps.
It's okay. We get the point, man. It's okay.
How about that shot right there?
Wait a second. What's going on right there?
That was where she slides under his legs. That's where she slides under his legs.
That was borderline like adult.
Yeah. I don't think we're... By the way, don't sleep on the jam happening while they're dancing.
The guy on sax is losing his mind, bro. The saxophone player's going nuts. Oh my God, dude, that really got me. I wasn't ready for that, but thank you, Tony. Great work, man. Great work. Okay. Wow. Hey, here's another question. Will people be dancing like this at the PMP and Ain't Easy Holiday Frolic on December 5th? That's my question. Tony, let's go through it real quick. For people like Megs and other people new to the show, or if you missed last night, we made the announcements. And yes, Megs, you're right. Catholic schoolgirls, they do know how to party. You're not kidding about that. You know why I think that is, Megs? I think it's all the repression. Because, you know, my kids went to a Catholic high school, and you got to be all buttoned up and you got to be all on your best behavior. That'll drive a kid crazy. At some point, that kid's going to blow. Okay. And when you give a kid who's been repressed and pent up an opportunity to blow, it gets crazy. And I think you're right. Those Catholic schools, she's saying 100%. See, she knows. All right. Tony, let's share the great news with the audience real quick. 2 quick announcements about the latest updates here at the PMP show. So Tony's going to tell you about our holiday party. Tony, all the details. Let's throw them out there, buddy.
December 5th, Friday, December 5th. 4 p.m. at Standard Deviant Brewing Company, their brand new brewery on Pier 70. It's a beautiful room. I should show it on the show. Actually, it's a beautiful room. And Neil Gennardi from Longbridge Pizza is the one who said, "Hey, you know what? Standard Deviant has a great new brewery. Their original brewery is on 14th Street in the Mission, but they did so well in the Mission. They're like, hey, we want to open a bigger room, and they have this space now in that where hopefully the 49ers build another stadium in that whole area of the dog patch in the warehouse district. But it's right there, Pier 70, overlooking the bay, and it's a few blocks south of Chase Center and 1 block east of Longbridge Pizza. So it's just it's a great spot, and we're gonna be there at 4 p.m. on Friday, December 5th. There's no cost, there's no nothing. It's just show up. We're gonna hang out, have a great time. Neil and Longbridge Pizza will be making food, and because normally they have pop-ups that show up at Standard Deviant in the Mission, and now at the new location, Neil is going to be the pop-up at Standard Deviant on that Friday, December 5th, starting at 4 p.m. come in your holiday best. Fareed's going to wear his Christmas robe, I think, or holiday robe. I think he suggested last night. But bring whatever you want to wear. Come in some holiday fun. And Paulie and I are considering maybe plugging in and playing a few tunes as well. And we just want to get everybody together to celebrate the year and celebrate the holidays and just get the holiday season going in the right direction.
Well, we look forward to it. And Megs is on fire. She's jumping in. She's run. She has dropped in and she is making herself right at home with the PMP community. She says, "I'll wear my old San Domenico uniform." How about that?
Dude,
well,
dude, that's incredible, Paulie. Seriously, bring it.
I would love that. No, definitely do wear whatever you like. If you want to get dressed up, you're welcome to do that. You want to come in sweatpants, you're welcome to do that. I might wear my pepperoni pizza cape. We'll see. Thank you, Pine Needle. But in any case, it's going to be a great time. The other announcement we made, what do you got there, T?
I'm just showing the Standard Deviant location here, 1070 Maryland Street. This is their website. So look down there. This is the front of the building. And here, if you scroll down, that's the inside. And that's this picture on the right is the look from looking at the bay from the inside of the brewery. It's a beautiful room. Everything's brand new. It's beautiful. So we're going to take this place over and have a great time starting at 4:00 on Friday, December 5th. I can't wait to see as many of you who can make it. There's Mark right there with the mustache sipping the beer. There they are right there. There's Peter, Mark, and Paul. Those are the guys that put this together. And they're the ones that said, yeah, get your butts in here and let's have a party. And thank you to Standard Deviant for opening the doors to us and letting us have a holiday frolic.
Big time. And this is kind of behind the whole idea that Tony and I have been talking about all year long, which is how do we involve the audience more? We talked about this last night, but just to reset it, if you missed the show, because Escobar, I don't think you were with us last night. And I'm sure some of you other PMPers, not even on the board, would like to participate, and you weren't there either. So here's what we're going to do. We have decided that Tony and I, one of the things we've wanted to do and one of the things we miss doing is just interacting with the audience in a more meaningful way. We love the chat board. I got my eyes on it right now, but we'd love to get some of you guys on the show, do like our own version of taking your phone calls, which I always enjoy doing at KMBR. And it's funny how sports talk radio has evolved over the years, Tony. Calls are not really part of it anymore, which to me, it defeats the term sports talk. Like I personally, this is just my opinion, but I think two show hosts sitting in a studio having a conversation for 4 hours, to me, it kind of wears me out. It gets old. I get sick of my own voice, dude. I really do. I don't want to hear me talking all the time, and I get burnt on Tony. I like other people joining the conversation. Like, I'll get my favorite example of that kind of style of radio would be the Gary Radnich show in the 90s when he was on from noon to 3. That show was all callers. He would just go from one caller to another, and it was very, very entertaining. I think that's when Gary was at his best. Gary was not, I don't recall Gary doing a lot of interviews, Tony, during that period. He might occasionally like talk to Ken Norton Jr. I know they had a good rapport and stuff, but it was really about Gary interacting with the callers and that whole thing. Hey, what are you driving? Like that was genius to be honest with you. That was genius. That was Gary interacting with the Bay Area, you know, Joe and Livermore and all that kind of stuff. So how can we do that now? Here's what we're going to do. We are going to open up the music assignment to you, the audience, and give you an opportunity to sponsor the show. Sponsor that segment. You give us the concept. What do you want the music assignment to be? We're asking you for $100 donation, which Tony will explain how you can pay that. It's money that's going right back into the show. It's just another way to trickle some income in that we can use to make the show better. And it's you guys supporting the show, which we appreciate. It's just an opportunity for you to get involved, and then we'll put you on the air. If you have an idea for an assignment this week, email us at pauliespod@gmail.com. You give us the concept. We will follow your lead. We'll bring you on the show to do that segment, and you will also be supporting the show, which we appreciate very, very much. And plus, Tony, last thing on that, I don't like being the guy. I really don't. I don't like being, like Jerry Garcia said, I don't want to be a leader. I don't want to lead anybody anywhere. That's what Jerry said, and I feel the same way. Like, I don't want to be the guy who's like, hey, here's what we're doing. You know, like everybody grab a pen. Here's what we're doing. I want you guys to tell us. Let's change this up a little bit. So we're going to go through the email box today. We will extract the winner of this week's sponsorship. And then what we'll do is, Tony, let's post it on social media early evening tonight. We'll say whoever the winner is this week, who's going to sponsor the assignment. We'll announce what the assignment is, and then we can all play along tomorrow. So you're welcome to do that, and please do participate. Yes.
I also want to reiterate that you will be on the show with us for the entire musical assignment portion of the show.
Yep.
So it would be, we would set you up, we would send you the link to the show and get you on the broadcast, and you would be taking over the show and taking over the musical assignment. So we're very much looking forward to that. And Paulie, I also wanted to share the screen real quick and just show people, if you go to our YouTube page, which is up there right now, this is our YouTube page at Polymax Particles, our channel. And if you click right there, there is the links, and you see the blue Eventbrite link. That was for our Warriors Roundtable. We'll take that down. But if you click on that links tab, go down to order PMP merch, click on that. And then if you scroll down, you can see a way to order merch, but there's also right there the musical assignment of the week. And you click on that, and it takes you to the way to be able to pay for the musical assignment sponsorship. So that is, I just wanted to walk people through that in case they were curious how to do that. And then also you email polyspod@gmail.com and say, I want to sponsor the assignment, I want to host, and let's go. And then we take care of it from there. So it'd be a lot of fun.
This is perfect. So there's a guy right here on the line right now on the comments line named Christopher Watts. What's up, Christopher Watts? Any relation to the late Charlie Watts by any chance?
Nice.
I got to ask. I mean, Charlie Watts, arguably the greatest rock and roll drummer in the history of rock and roll, always right slightly behind the beat, Tony, giving it that little wobble, that Rolling Stones kind of wobble, so loose. That groove was a great Charlie Watts groove. Anyway, any relation? But he says, hey, if I play the sponsorship game, all I'm going to do is play thrash metal. Yo, Watts, perfect. Beautiful. That's the thing. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, you want Exodus? You got him. You want Death Angel? You got him. So this is going to be what's cool about this, man. Everybody can participate. You guys can take over the show, and we get to put you on the air and interact and have some fun. So we look forward to the debut of that tomorrow. The listener-sponsored music assignment. Less Polymac and Tony, more of you guys. That's what we're going for here. So, Tony, on the back end of the show here, should we go to Los D, or do we wait a couple minutes on that? You produce. Tell me. I don't know.
We're talking sponsors. I want to give Los D some love. I know you do too. So let's give Los D some love. Then we got to talk a little bit Niners, Brock Purdy, and I also want to do a quick look at the mailbag because there's been some recent gold sent to us. So. Mailbag, Los D, and Niners and Brock Purdy, but let's do Carlos De La Fuente first. Let's step inside the calculator, Paulie, if you don't mind me.
No, I demand it. I want to be in their calculator, but Tony, I'm also realizing I have to back up my promise. I make all these promises, dude. Again, Pat Benatar, promises in the dark.
Made me promises. Why do I believe? Is that ABC, by the way?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
Made me promises. I think it's ABC. I'm looking it up. Go ahead, Paulie. Take it away.
I'm realizing though, Tony, that we do have to do some mailbag, but I promised last night we would show the listeners the bookmark of Gary Busey spraying the interviewers with the hose. So we're gonna have to include that too. Sorry, man. But first, Los D. Carlos did.
First, I promised I'd tell you who sings "You Made Me," promises, and Paulie, your favorite band, my favorite band, Naked Eyes.
Wow, okay, Tony, that's a deep pull you just came up with. Naked Eyes. Let's talk about.
Hold on a second. Follower 795, Rags, and Noemi all knew it was Naked Eyes before I even looked it up.
You guys are impressive. Oh, by the way, Noemi, when we hang out at the Christmas party, I want to talk Eric Carmen with you. I couldn't believe you threw Eric Carmen up there. Are you a fan by any chance? I'm just talking to Noemi privately for a second. Let me know, because I'm getting into Eric Carmen right now. That raspberry stuff, it's freaking fantastic. Go all the way and everything. We need to discuss. Anyway, okay, that's for Noemi and me. Tony, Los D, Carlos De La Fuente, listen, we're in the calculator where we belong, and we've entrusted our good friend Carlos to all of the PMP community's financial needs, concerns, aspirations, goals. It's very, very comforting to know we have a guy like Carlos on our side, in our corner, working with the people in this community. And he already has. I know he's done a lot of work with Corinne from Fairfax. He's worked with Peter Hoffman, who's part of the PMP community. And all of these people that have worked with Carlos, they all come back and they all say the same thing. He's freaking amazing. He's so good. He made us feel very comfortable. And here's the thing. Financial matters, financial goals, they're very private, they're very personal, and I understand from my own experience, can be very, very intimidating and scary because you're playing around with your own money now. And sometimes, we joked earlier in the show about San Domenico and the tuition payments over there, or the tuition payments I've been contending with for many years. Private high school, college, listen, it's over freaking whelming. We're all adults. We all have to go through this if you have kids. I get it. But Carlos is there to help us. That's the thing. So if you're dealing with expensive tuitions right now and your mortgage and your car payments and I get it, man. It's insane how much it all is and how we have to juggle it. But go to Carlos and tell him what you need. Be like, hey, Carlos, man, I think I need a money loan. I think I need a private loan. He can help you with that. You can also draw money from your mortgage. And a lot of people do that with a home equity line of credit. That is a very good way to get some cash in your pocket if you're dealing with some big expenses right now. Or maybe you're just trying to set yourself up for the future. Your kids are still young, like Tony's, but you can start prepping now, which I highly recommend. I've been telling Tony that forever. That's the only advice I can give him is start saving money now and talk to Carlos about how to maximize those savings. He can do so much with you. He can do so much with your goals, your financial goals. So reach out to Carlos, have that initial conversation, and find out why everyone raves about working with him. Because he's a great guy. He's a funny dude. He cares about, he's a Bay Area native. He cares about the people in the Bay. And you're going to see that. It's very evident when you talk to Carlos how passionate he is about his work. And he's old school, dude. Carlos is old school. Like there's something about Carlos that reminds me of Tony's uncle, Paul Tonelli, because it's that same kind of like rock solid dude. If you entrust them with something, you know that you're in good hands and you've got a good guy on the other end there. So Carlos De La Fuente, Carlos at myflexnow.com. Holidays are coming. Let's get your money in order, or let's get your goals in order here. 925-250-4894. Tony, a couple of words on Carlos from you, and we can proceed.
Just a few things. Carlos De La Fuente is on fire down here in the peninsula with some of my friends down here on the peninsula, and the feedback I'm getting from them is that they are so impressed with Carlos and how personable and how much he cares about each different individual situation. He shows he shows that he's not into it just to make a business transaction. He wants to develop the relationship. So Carlos, just can't thank you enough for taking care of those people and just, being you and being interested in developing the friendship and the relationship. And then also, Paulie, Carlos, he's a one-stop shop because it's not just HELOCs. It's not just Alt-A loans or refis. He can also do like commercial property loans for units that are 5 or more units of residential. He does retail unit commercial property loans, warehouses, other industrial facilities. He also can do construction loans that include buying land and needing like ground up construction loans or tear down and rebuild. So Carlos, literally one-stop shop. Take your situation to Carlos and present it to him. And I promise you, he will work through scenarios and options for you. And if it's not the right time, he will say it's not the right time. But if it is, he'll work on it with you, and then off to the races with Los De La Fuente. So again, 925-250-4894. You can email Carlos at myflexnow.com, and he will get back to you immediately. But if you want to get a real taste of the person and the personality, give him a call, 925-250-4894, and let him just show you what he can do with your unique situation, Pete.
And I got to give Stevie B all the praise on this one. He's dropping some good comedy on us, Tony. He's saying, tell Carlos about your logistics, and let's turn them into logistics. Okay? Logistics. Thank you, Stevie B.
Stand by.
Give us the los. 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 What loan would you like? Give us the los.
Tasty. about as deep into that jam as we've ever gone. I was really wrapped up in the bass line this time. Boo, 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 boo.
Good.
Boo, 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 boo. Good bass line.
That is from David Shanklin, aka Shank, aka NorCal Refrigeration and HVAC, who just he brought us the first song ever on this show, Hans Lufa, which we'll have to revisit before the holidays. Maybe revisit all the music that has been given to us in this past year, because we've got some doozies. Pine Needle's giving us some stuff, Los, and so it's, you know, we got to revisit those, Paulie.
We will indeed. And I want to remind everybody, at the holiday party, we will give away the first of the annual awards. We'll do the year-end awards show, and we will give away for the first time the Hans Lufa Award to the most valuable person in the PMP community in terms of helping the show and just being a positive presence and stuff. Like, who will win? You got to come and find out. But the Hans Lufa Award will be given at the Christmas holiday frolic. I look forward to that. Yeah,
Paulie, I feel like I have to do it. So just, if you'll indulge me, stand by.
Hans Lufa.
Come on. Cowbell.
Hans Lufa. Sometimes he's got a stick, he'll get your back. Sometimes he's in your hand, and that's the facts. He might go low, and that's okay. Hans Lufa all day. He's got a special power.
Yeah.
What?
He'll scrub you in the shower. Exfoliate. Hans Lufa.
There you go, dude. Thank you. I just had to, you know what? If the first song ever made for us on the show was Hans Lufa, and there it is for you. So
and that was Tony's creation. That was Tony came up with Hans Lufa on show 1. That happened the first day we broadcast, and here we are still singing the praises of the mysterious and legendary Hans Lufa. All right, Tony, mailbag, the Gary Busey bookmark, and then we'll let everybody go to their lunch break. So I'm going to let you start with mailbag. I don't know what's in there. I haven't seen it. So it's all yours.
Well, you know what? We're not going to play the book. We're not doing bookmarks today. Oh, actually, no, we will do bookmarks. So we'll play the music. Okay.
We'll do the Busey. Yeah.
But I still want to get the disco, techno, rave jam into the mix too. So
yeah, sure.
But yeah, let me get to. So we're doing mailbag. Oh, well, first of all, this is from Miriam. This is Miriam sent this in yesterday, and if I can just go to here it is. I haven't seen this yet, but this is on the theme of Stevie Bisecchio's Fly Pelicans
Pelican fly. Come on, Pelican.
Stevie B was in Santa Barbara, and he was inspired when he saw pelicans to make his own Fly Pelicans video. And then Miriam sent this to it's not showing it on the, it says the video is a bit too short. What?
Huh? The Pelican video?
Yeah, this is what Miriam sent. It says the video is too short to play. Okay. Well, Miriam, thank you for the video. She sent us a Pelican video as well.
Nice.
So I wanted to show that. Also, we have soccer bowl. I forget the full name, but it's also known as Jim.
Soccer Bowl SC. Yeah, he's a Santa Cruz guy. Yeah, it's my boy.
And he sent us we were talking about the Northern Lights yesterday, right? And he sent us a video of the Northern Lights in Santa Cruz. So,
nice, dude. Oh, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, so here, he sent this. And so it's going, and stand by. I know it looks like a dark screen right now. Let me see if I can forward this. We're not seeing this either. Gosh darn it.
Mailbag is on.
I apologize. That's really a bummer because something's going on with the StreamYard and the videos. So
all right, you know what we're gonna do then, Tony? How about this? Let me stop you right there, because I'd rather try this again tomorrow and see if we can get those images up instead of, because I would like to see especially the Northern Lights, and also Miriam's my friend, so I'd love to see what she sent with the Pelicans too. Why don't we reboot it tomorrow?
These are videos. Yeah, that's fine. I'll check those out for tomorrow. But also, this was sent in by Don Peralta, our art director. He just said, Tony and Paulie, you talked about maybe C's Candies needs to dive into the herbal delish world and maybe get some infused C's Candies.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to meet Mary Jane C.
Oh my God, dude. Who did this? How did this happen so fast? Who and got
Tom Peralta, dude.
Where I thought Dom was at the airport. How is Dom doing this? Hey, Dom, you're still there. I'm
tomorrow. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow he's doing that.
Oh, I thought you were leaving today, Dommy. All right. Well, dude, nice, dude. 100. Can I get this on a T-shirt? ASAF&P, dude. I need to wear this to my next Grateful Dead event. Dude, C's Electric Candies, dude. I love it. Mary Jane C. Nice. I'm in love with Mary Jane. She is my main thing. Nice, dude. I love it. I love it.
Last dance with Mary Jane. One more time to kill the pain. Sorry.
Totally.
And then, Paulie, then we're going to do one last thing. And then Pine Needle sent us something as well. I got to get that. But this is from Pine Needle. He sent this in just because we were talking Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes.
That is good. I like that. Can you send that to me, Tony? I want to send that to my kid. That's fantastic. There he is.
Hey, everybody. How you doing? Let's play some football. Hey, don't touch me, dog. Don't touch me, dog. No, I'm in the pocket. Don't touch me, dog.
That's the Muppet talking to Max Crosby when he had the audacity to lay his hands on Patrick Mahomes last year. Little prick. You know what I mean?
Yes. Well, there you go. Thank you, Pine Needle, for sending that bad boy in, buddy. And Paulie, that's it. That's all I got from the mailbag, and we can move on and finish the show for you, P.
Okay, well, I want to do this. Christopher Watts, I tell you what, dude, come to our Christmas party. I want to hear all about the Petty Show at Arco Arena. I saw Springsteen up there. It's a really good show years ago, 2007, something like that. Nice. Anyway, Tony, let's do this. Last act of the show today. Today was a really weird show, man. Yeah. I had fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I know it was a very unusual show. It took us like 30 minutes to mention anything sports related. We went into a Sasquatch thing. Tony, don't forget Sasquatch Sunset. Look for it on Showtime. Do you have Showtime, Tony?
I think so.
Okay.
I forget what.
Well, all of you Sasquatch enthusiasts, you can pull it up on demand. Just enter Sasquatch Sunset and behold. And Tony, the trailer you showed earlier in the show was incredible, dude. Yeah. Incredible. Jesse Eisenberg sitting there eating leaves in a full Sasquatch suit. Count me in. Count me in. I do recommend Herbal Delish to accompany the whole experience for the laugh factor. Okay. One last thing I want to do today, Tony, and then we can say goodbye. And we still got Cron work to do, so we got to get booking anyway. But Tony, the Gary Busey bookmark. Let's end the show with that. It's just a little comedy for you guys. Gary Busey, the actor, completely out of his mind, and he's being interviewed. How do you want to set this up again, T?
Look at there's Class A, by the way. Oh gosh, here I'm going to scroll down. Let me scroll down. Oh, this guy, by the way, too. Can we show this guy real quick? This is the Kiss Cam. Have you seen this video before, Paulie?
I have not. I haven't seen this one. No.
They do the Kiss Cams at games, right?
By the way, that guy kind of looks like our friend Garrett a little bit. I'm just throwing that out there for you. Yeah.
He's got his girl in his arm, right? He's got his arm around his girl, and the Kiss Cam comes. Watch this. Here comes the Kiss Cam. He's on the Kiss Cam. Look at that. He looks. Look at. Sorry. Is that incredible? So
I like that he kissed the beer before he drank it. I like that.
And then the arm up too. Just
yeah.
So here we go. There it is right there.
Okay. Here we go. Here we freaking go. Set this up for everybody.
Hold on. I got to read this is. Two journalists from Sweden visited Gary Busey to interview him in 2004. And then Todd Spence says it's perhaps the greatest non-interview ever. So you can see Busey there loud and clear. Here we go. Just buckle up.
Gary? Yeah. Would you mind my asking? There is a famous story about you during your wild years that you once dropped cocaine on your dog. Is that true?
Yeah.
Something like that?
I didn't drop it on the dog.
What happened though?
Oh. What do you guys, have you ever been to California before?
Yes, we have.
A little bit, yeah. So far, we kind of enjoyed it.
Let me finish the watering here.
Okay, sure.
I'm going to Disneyland. Come and go to Disneyland, all you people living in Sweden. Woo! Yay!
Get some air into it.
Why should we trust you?
Why should you not?
I don't know.
If you don't trust me, you're going to get hit. But if you know what, even if you don't trust me, it's okay because that's telling me you don't trust yourself.
Oh my God.
Let go of your fear. Let go of it right now.
You gotta leave the show now, Gary. Take care.
Good luck.
I'm saying, dude, that it got a little too close for comfort at the end. He's putting a machete right into the guy's like stomach right there. You got to trust me. You got to trust me right in the guy's face. Anyway,
he's holding a sword. That's a sword, right?
I thought it was a machete. Either way,
A machete. Yeah.
yeah.
This just Busey, You
Did
know?
you notice at the very beginning he's got a piece of tissue up his nose because apparently he's got a nosebleed?
Yes, I did. My favorite part of the video is how he's just getting deep into the pasta.
Did you hear? You got to get some air into it. That's what he said. You got to get some air into it. I also like when he's sitting there and he just slaps the guy in the back of the head for no reason. The kid from Sweden is sitting at the table. Wham! Just slaps him. No reason. Just yeah.
Anyway, oh God, Polly. Well, I gotta go. I gotta go watch my son. He's playing the role of Ptolemy in the Greek era of his studies at school. So he's
okay. We do. Tony had a very busy day, and his daughter was in a play this morning about the Revolution or something like that.
Yeah, American Revolution. So that was this morning for Olivia. This afternoon is Dom, and he's Ptolemy. Ptolemy. Yeah.
Well, good luck with that, Tony, and thank you, everybody, today. Matt Stenson, Robot Centaur, Patty from Napa, Aspiring Botanist. Good to see you, brother. Dami Peralta, Rags, all of y'all. Megs, our new friends today, follower 795. We love all of you guys. Hey, reminder, Will Sparks, what's up, kid? Hey, last reminder. If you want to sponsor the music assignment tomorrow, go to paulyspod@gmail.com and send in your concept. We will go through the emails later today. You can make your payment on the merch page. Click that merch link. You will see the music assignment. You can make your contribution there. It's a chance for you to take over the show, sponsor the music assignment. We'll have a different one every single week. We are going to have fun with this. Also, tomorrow, Hot and Sour Picks. Ted Ramey talking San Jose Sharks with us. Tony, I'm going to let you do your crossfade magic, and then we'll get out of here, and we'll see everybody tomorrow at high noon. Go ahead, bro.
Ted Ramey at 12:30. The show starts at high noon. We'll do our Hot and Sour Picks with the musical assignment, paulyspod@gmail.com. Looking forward to wrapping up the week strong, Pauly. So now stand by for Diamond Dave.
Business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time.
There you go, buddy.
Dude, I like what you've built. I like your Sonic Empire, Tony. It sounds great. Everybody have a great afternoon. Enjoy Thursday Night Football. Will the Jets cover? Tony says no. We'll have to watch and find out for ourselves. Tony, have a great afternoon. Good luck to Olivia. Enjoy that experience. And cheers, y'all. Happy trails. See you tomorrow at high noon, everybody. Peace.
Peace, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. See you tomorrow, high noon. Peace, everybody.